After the awful review of the befuddling Xbox One, like most gamers, I had to make a decision on what console to buy. And having recently sold my PS3, I was sure that I was moving from my Xbox 360 to PlayStation 4. Like many budget and schedule-conscious gamers, one console is enough for the wallet and the precious free time for gaming. Many deciding factors drive the choice of where you'll play your games, and for me, the biggest factor was online friends I regularly gamed with on Xbox Live over the years. Launch titles certainly weren't the driving force behind what console to choose. The PS4 launched in the first couple of months with Killzone Shadowfall, Infamous Second Son, and Knack. Xbox One was in a similar situation with 4 big launch titles as well: Dead Rising 3, Forza 5, Rise Son of Rome, and Titanfall. Throughout the 4 years of the PS4 and the Xbox One lifecycle, the PS4 console slowly gained a wider gap in exclusives on offer. But in the first year, in 2014, looking at big AAA exclusives, ignoring remasters since we had just accessed them in the previous year, PS4 had a nice offering of exclusives. But the Xbox One towered over the competition with Titanfall, Sunset Overdrive, and Forza Horizon 2. At this point, I was pleased with my choice of the Xbox One. Going into the second year in 2015, the PS4 had even bigger titles, with Bloodborne bringing serious bragging rights for the PS4, Until Dawn, and the visually stunning Order 1886. But this reception for the Order was flaccid, and Bloodborne just wasn't my kind of game. I was busy, as most gamers were, in 2015 with multiplats like Dying Light and Fallout 4. But Forza 6 and Halo 5, along with the award-winning Ori and the Blind Forest, went up against 4 huge PS4 exclusives. It was here in 2015 when I built my first gaming PC. I had to meet another crossroad: to add a PS4 to my game room or get a gaming PC to support my YouTube video production and graphic design work. I chose the PC, and I mostly played The Witcher 3 on it to round out that year. Greatness awaits, echoed across all marketing for the PS4. Just like the Xbox One, it had a handful of big hit exclusives, and multi-platform games like Destiny, Fallout 4, and Overwatch were dominating playtime on consoles. But in May, greatness finally arrived on the PS4 with Uncharted 4. The game was just as expected, a massive success and a masterpiece. Street Fighter and No Man's Sky slightly disappointed, light on content at launch, and the long-awaited Last Guardian made little resonance in sales and reception. A stellar Ratchet & Clank title rounded out the 2016 offering for PS4. At this point, I was starting to feel like the PS4 was gaining a library of exclusives that warranted a $300 purchase, and an extra console in my gaming space. But 2016 was an outstanding year for Xbox. They had a couple of great timed exclusives that I won't list here for fairness, but Gears of War 4 did well compared to Quantum Break that year, and ReCore was a critical failure. But Forza Horizon 3 ended 2016, and I continued to play it all the way through for an entire year, reaching level 400. The Blizzard Mountain and Hot Wheels expansions, a sum of all its parts, making Forza Horizon 3 one of the absolute best racers in gaming. If anyone was on the fence about buying a PS4 by the time 2017 arrived, they were absolutely crazy. 2017 was forecasted out with several huge exclusives and new IPs, and if you had your finger on the pulse of gaming news, you knew that Microsoft had a big, powerful console to unveil, but at the same time, the games lineup looked decidedly anemic. Basically, I knew that Halo Wars 2 was coming and Forza 7. PS4, on the other hand, had Horizon Zero Dawn, my kind of game: open world, third person, bow and arrow combat, and exploration. Something that Xbox hadn't offered this generation. PS4 had some 50 exclusive games, mostly small and some you probably couldn't name, but the big AAA exclusives on PS4 cast a massive shadow over Xbox One's joke of a game listing. Nier Automata and Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice were also on PC, and Neo was hailed, but not my kind of game. But I was truly interested in Horizon Zero Dawn, Uncharted Lost Legacy, and GT Sport. As we started 2018, I've been truly satisfied with my robust games library on the world's most powerful console, the Xbox One X, and its enhanced games. But Sony promised to deliver God of War and Spider-Man in 2018. Days Gone might also make this year's deadline, and like I said, the open-world third-person genre really appeals to me. I finally decided now it was time to add a PS4 to my gaming space. With Infamous Second Son, Uncharted 4 and the expansion, Horizon Zero Dawn, God of War, Spider-Man, all those finally being the final deciding factor. Now I know there are a lot of other countless games that you will all recommend in the comment section, but I really want to illustrate that I needed those big, appealing games that meet the needs of me as a gamer. Over the past few months, as my channel here has grown, I've made an honest effort to be more objective and offer a more rounded perspective on gaming. My channel is a passion of mine because it gives me a platform to talk about one of my favorite pastimes, and those who know me know that I have a skill set in many different places. A graphic designer, a lead singer and guitarist in a little band, but most importantly, a family dude. Between a professional career and responsibilities out there in the world, I have to find a reasonable balance, and as funny as it sounds, an extra console with a separate online service, games library, and additional HDMI space taken on the TV, it is a decision to consider when we toss it into a large basket full of what life is going on and spilling out while we run around crazily to put it all in one place. The PS4 is a no-brainer decision for anyone concerned with gaming, and it took a little too long for me to find room in my life for something as fantastic as the PS4, but I did it. And with a little help from, we'll say 10 to 20% of the people that follow my channel just to ridicule it, I want to thank those people with a little bit of sincerity for supporting my channel and making it financially possible for me to buy a $200 PS4. Now, some of you may be wondering why I didn't get the PS4 Pro since I'm such a graphics file. But the performance delta of the Pro versus the PS4 at half the price, or even lower, doesn't warrant it for me. I'll basically be using the PS4 to play the best Sony exclusives, and all of my major multi-platform games will be played on the Xbox One X because in every single way it is a much better console. The game DVR, the backward compatibility, the excellent services that are tailored to my games library. Besides, we've got to squeeze every little morsel of enjoyment out of these consoles because I really believe that the next generation is coming very soon. This is Colteastwood. Thank you so much for stopping by to hear this little story, and I really sincerely appreciate those of you who've been with my channel and continue to support it. And I continue to see a lot of you in the comment section, and I'm truly grateful. If this is your first time here and you were entertained, leave a like, share the video, and subscribe. Normally, I put out productions like this about once a week. And if you'd like to ask me a question, talk gaming, or recommend some games, or advice for me as a new PS4 owner, add me on Xbox and Twitter at Colteastwood. Also, I'm on my old 2013 account at PSN at Colteastwood. Big games are coming over the next couple of months, so stay right here. Hit the bell to stay notified. We'll be talking about E3 predictions and leaks very soon. And support my work on Patreon. And if you need a gaming logo or a profile pic, check my Twitter bio for examples, and you can request a price quote. Have a great week, gamers. I'll see you online, and remember, be nice.